Alright, so project number 2 for the day is going to involve this little tractor right here and the sickle bar mower that's currently on it. Step 1. Lower the sickle bar. Alright, so if you'll remember from a previous video, this thing had a front set of cultivators on it. Obviously, I removed those and put the mid-mounted sickle mower on the little tractor. And then, since I was sitting here in the barn and everything was working and happy, I went down to the field and subsequently broke the pitman rod for the mower. So that was due to not having this rod connected here, which I hadn't quite found, or well, I found it quite a while back, but I wasn't quite sure what it was. So learning experience for me on this mid-mount sickle mower. I did not know that we had to have this bar here, so when I took it down to the field, put the thing down and tried to mow with it, it actually bent back. It's free floating on this piece right here, so it bent back and all the way up against the tire basically, which snapped this piece, which is just a wooden rod that connects from here, connects the sickle bar, the actual mowing knife, to this that drives the thing. So yeah, now I get to take this apart and put it back together with a new pitman rod. Again, a wooden one, but yeah, everything has to have a fuse somewhere, and this is designed to be the fuse for this sickle mower. So yeah, let me get some wrenches. We'll pop this thing apart, slide this in. This is actually made for this tractor and sickle mower too, by the way, which again, my good friend Bob down at Martin's Farm Supply had this in stock sitting on the shelf and waiting for me to buy it. So here we are. We're gonna put it on and then go give this thing a shot. Alright guys, so here we have the old pitman arm off of the knife end here. It's got this spring in it, and we have to put said spring back in the new rod here. This is just a shock absorber spring, basically is all it is. It doesn't really do anything else, but it does try and save your pitman rod just a little bit. And if I can get an angle on this, which I hope I can, not that I'm going to be able to see, but maybe you guys will be able to see. You can see this piece right here. Your spring slides over that, and then when you can line up the bolt holes through your pitman rod with the bolt holes in this piece, you're good, basically. Let me get back to work here. Alright guys, so we got this end here all buttoned up, put back together. Now we've got to get this old piece of the pitman rod off and hook this up to this piece, and then we'll be done. Alright, so we've got our pitman rod reconnected. Everything looks to be happy with that. So we're gonna fire this little turd up and see if it works or not. Or I should say, still works. Always put the tractor out of gear first. like it still works. I do have that broken guard right there. Not going to worry about it too much just yet. I have guards and everything here. If I need to, when I get serious about this, I can go ahead and change it out. But today, we are in test mode. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to go make it around with this thing and make sure it works. When I start into hay production next spring, unless a miracle happens or I hit the lottery or find somebody that's selling something better than this for dirt cheap, this is what I'm going to have to mow hay with. So, yeah, should be fun. But anyway, let's go out and give this thing a try and see what happens. Okay, so to start with, I think we should go over just that this sickle mower did not come with this tractor originally. This one is probably a 1950s vintage. This tractor is in fact a 77 Cub, but it's all here, all intact, and everything seems, you know, it still all mounts the same way from a 1950s model tractor to date, basically. It's belt driven off the PTO, as you saw earlier. Cub PTOs are different than standard tractor PTOs. This one spins counterclockwise rather than clockwise, and it runs at whatever speed the engine is running at. So it's not a 540 RPM deal. It is a 1800 RPM speed PTO. You know, very, very simple thing to hang on. It mounts here on your transmission tube, and then right here where your drawbar and cultivators would mount, any rear mounted implement would mount to. And we also have this rod, which connects from your front bolster here back to your sickle bar. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All we got to do now is take it to the field and see if it works or not. Alright guys, so not one for fun part. Off the track here, all. Here. was kind of not very impressive. Let me get this thing cleaned off and see what happens here. Alright, so first things first, we didn't have a very good showing on that at all. So I'm going to try and adjust these guards a bit and see if they'll tighten up any. That one's been adjusted too much, it's already broke off. But I have guards. Oop, broke another one. I have new guards over on another mower. Even the new guards aren't in that great shape. But anyway, that's what we can do with that for the moment. I need to go and get a wrench and a socket and replace these two that are broken. Or just a wrench. Either way, something, I got to replace those two guards. Alright, so replacing guards is really simple. I did find two that were pretty good over there. I'm going to go ahead and change this one. I like this bolt nut better. stubborn. Alright, so now we have all impact guards on the thing. Let's go give it another shot.